Hi everybody, and welcome back to part 8 of our PHP MySQL login tutorial. Okay, just a quick thing I want to mention before we get started into anything new. These links right here in the last video, I made a mistake in the file path. So if we could please just use the corrected links here. Okay, the first thing we want to do, I'm not going to go over any of this stuff. I'm just going to talk about what we have that's new. Okay, the new code we have here is the JavaScript. Okay, and what we have basically is on document ready, the on document ready function. Okay, and in it we have validate. So when the validate button is hit for this form here, which I call login FR for form. So it's got the ID login fr.form, so that's when the validate for that is submitted. It's going to check this Java function here. And don't forget, in the form we added the ID login fr. Okay, and under validate we're going to type rules. Okay, and we want to evaluate the input we named user. So for the user input, is it required? Yes, it is required, true. So if it's left blank, it's going to generate an error. I put in a minimum length of 3, so the minimum length it has to be is 3 characters, and the maximum length it can be is 10 characters. And the same with the input we call password. Okay. Pretty simple. Now let's minimize this a little bit and take a look what it looks like. So if I don't enter anything in, I hit submit here to log in. Right, this green error, these red error messages popping up. Now, as you see, as I type, they go away. Put something in there, so the error message went away. But now I get the error message that needs to be at least 3 characters long. I put 3 characters in there and it goes away. Characters in there and it goes away. Perfect. So it's checking the form before it gets sent to do php.login, and it's always nice and faster to validate forms using JavaScript or some sort of client side. But don't forget, you'll have to keep the validation in your PHP on the server side. Okay. In order to get these characters come in red, what I had to do is right here, I'm just going to uncomment this. Oh, come on, just uncomment something. Anyways, I had to add an on label.error, change the color to red in my styles. I didn't want to put that style on every single page, so what I did is I just added it to the CSS. So if you open up your CSS files, you see right here, validation formats, label.error, so all error labels will be in red. If you don't do that, then they just be in black. Okay, but that's pretty simple. That's all we have to do to validate our form. Another problem we have is this, how it runs under the div. I'm going to fix that by fixing my previous problem, which is getting rid of this table I used to format. So we'll just, anything here that has to do with the table. Is okay. Now you can see that I just basically what I did is I just deleted everything to do with the table, and I put the user name label and password label into proper label tags. Let's move on to the next one we're going to validate. Okay, so I open up the register.php. Okay, instead of retyping all that code that we typed out in the input, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the input, and I'm just going to copy all my scripts and my links word for word. And just paste it into the register right here, right over top of my old style sheet link. There we go. And I'm going to paste my script. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I no longer need that to show you. This will no longer be in code. So I'm going to my entire script. And I'm going to copy it to the register PHP. Log section. Bang. So majority of our work is done. We're going to have to change a few things. First thing is I'm going to save it all. And go up to view. Split code. So I can see the code on the other side. This one needs to go to closes that split. We don't need that now. Okay. This form here, we're going to need to give it an ID. So we're just going to go ID is equal to reg space FR for form. Okay. And we're just going to copy this ID into our validate. Actually, I'm just going to pause it and type this in. I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I have typed out the code. Alright, so in this form, we have a user just like we did in the last one, and we still want it to be the same 3 characters. Password's the same as last time. So this time we got a new field called new password. I want it to have the same properties as password, except here I have an equal to password. So the retype your password must also equal password. So pass2 must equal password. That's what that means. Okay. And email field, I have it set to true. I want a value in there, and setting the email true will validate it that it is in proper format to be an email. And it's that simple. Your form's validated. So let's take a look here. I start typing. Ooh, it's only got 1 letter. Sorry, yeah, type more than 1 letter. Okay. And I type my password and call it. I have to add an extra letter, so it's called it the. I'm going to type XXX there. Oh, see, password type didn't match. Type the again, my password. Type now matches. No, it doesn't match. Okay, let's try this again. THE. Typing something wrong here. Set a page here. Right. Okay. Password. The. Okay. It's going to enter the same value again. What is that? So it's not our email address, but if I add the at and gmail.com. Okay, now it's valid email address. I'm going to have to pause this and find out why it's not validating the 2 inputs as the same. Just 1 sec. Okay, I am back, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. As always, it's a simple little error. Okay, everybody, welcome back. The simple mistake I made as to why the form wasn't validating is I forgot to give my password input, the ID, password, ID password, okay. So now, and that should be fine. Rick, THE for the, THE for the, oops, that's not a valid email. Still not a valid email. O.ca. Now it's valid email. I can submit it. Perfect. So that's how easy it is to validate forms with the jQuery validation. That's for this tutorial. Next tutorial, we're going to look at some jQuery UI, like a date picker, and a couple other neat stuff. You can do that as well. So we'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks a lot, and have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to click on the like button, join my channel, or leave a comment. Thanks for watching.